Okay, hello everyone. The time is now 6:30. Today is the City Council workshop for Monday, February 1st, 2021. The City Council meeting is being held via Zoom, an online conferencing application. All City Council members and City staff are participating from remote locations, and the meeting will continue as long as there's a quorum. Please allow one person to speak at a time. I will call on every member to make sure you have had an opportunity to ask questions. I will now ask our City Clerk to do the roll call, please.
Mayor Guerrero.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Stremler. I think he requested an excused absence, but Councillor Farmer.
Here.
Councillor Henry.
I'm here.
Councillor Restucci.
Here.
Councillor Hicks.
Here.
Councillor Broersma.
Yes, I'm here.
City Manager Casey.
Here.
City Clerk Renteria, I am here. Finance Director Alba.
He is excused.
Fire Chief Anderson.
Here.
Police Chief Escalera.
Excused.
Public Works Director Fisher.
I'm here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madam City Clerk. And just an announcement, our Deputy Mayor sold his current house residence, and he notified me that he will be sending in a letter of resignation effective this coming up Thursday, and he requested to be excused from today's meeting. So unless there's an objection, we will go ahead and excuse Deputy Mayor Stremmer from today's meeting. And then I'll ask our city manager to put on the agenda for February 8th, selection of a deputy mayor based on our rules that we have in place for when there's an absence, when there's an opening. So with that being said, is there anything else, Mr. Key? Oh, we modified the agenda from our prior meeting. We had the item of discussion for the lift station, and something came up that we had to pull that agenda item. Mr. Kitts, can you elaborate a little bit on that, please?
Certainly, Mr. Mayor. We have just rescheduled this for your meeting coming up on the 8th. There was some new information received from Sunnyside Valley Irrigation District that we needed to incorporate into the design and configuration. And so the team are working to get those adjustments integrated, and we'll have all of that then ready for you on the 8th.
Okay, thank you, because we had talked about the last meeting that we're going to have it in today's meeting, so I wanted to make sure that we clarify that with the rest of council. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
So our only active agenda item is going to be executive session for 30 minutes, RCW 42.30.110, parentheses 1, parentheses 3, litigation or legal risk of a proposed action or current practice that the agency has identified when public discussion of the litigation or legal risk is likely to result in an adverse legal or financial consequence to the agency. No action is expected. Madam City Clerk, will you put everyone else on our waiting room while we go into executive session? Time is 6:33, and we'll start at this time.
Have we started the executive session?
Okay, I have City Manager Casey, Eric Ferguson, Jeff Briggs, Mayor Guerrero, Councillor Farmer, Councillor Restucci, Councillor Henry, Councillor Hicks, and Councillor Broersma in the executive session. I'm just going to stop the.
Our next agenda item is upcoming council meetings, Mr. City Manager. And I think you're muted, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Sorry about that. That actually gave our city clerk a little bit of time to get the agenda up on the screen for me, so I appreciate that. Coming up on February 8th, regular meeting, we have one main item on the agenda, and that is the discussion item that we'd hope to bring to you tonight. This is regarding the lift stations upsizing agreement amendment and the proposal to look at an expanded set of projects related to our lift stations in that area that hopefully would, if everything pencils out as we're hoping, provide us an opportunity to kind of reduce our footprint in a way, reduce the number of lift stations, save on their future renewal and maintenance and replacement costs, in exchange for upsizing the couple or the one here under this one. So Public Works Director Fisher and the engineering and the developer teams are working on getting those materials ready for you for discussion at next meeting. Coming up then on February 22nd's regular meeting, we'll have an update on the annual, this is the annual renewal of the gang prevention and intervention contract with Sunnyside School District. Police Chief Escalera and Superintendent McKay have been in discussions on that and are going to be recommending going forward again. We're anticipating receipt of a draft lease from the port for the hangar project at the airport, and we'll expect to be able to have reviewed that and then hopefully bring that forward for council's action on the 22nd. Assuming where we're at right now with COVID, we anticipate a further declaration extension. I'm hoping to see by that point that the city may well, or the county in our region, will be making good progress potentially to getting into the next phase of reopening. So we're hoping to be able to bring some refinements to that that reflects that. And then that would be also the meeting for potential action on the Catholic Charities upsizing agreement that we would be discussing on the 8th. At this time, we don't have anything specifically scheduled for the March meetings, although those will be coming up on us soon. We do have a handful of items on future agendas that we're working on to have ready here in the spring, but that's what we have at the moment.
And
Happy to
Mr.
answer
Casey,
any questions.
could you add also election of the deputy mayor for
yes.
our February 8th meeting, please?
Yes, we'll add that on there at the beginning.
Okay, council, any additional items for agenda, please make sure that the city manager, myself know, and we'll get those on there. Other than that, that's all we have for tonight's meeting. So there being no further business to come before council, and without objection, I adjourn this meeting at 7:23 p.m. Thank you, everyone, and have a good rest of the day.
Thank
Thank you
you.
very much. Have a good evening.